What if your last message? What if those unsent words held the key to your killer? In a world saturated with digital connections, Emily Carter was a beacon of vibrant youth. 22 years old, her laugh echoed in every room, her spirit infectious. A budding artist, her future was a canvas stretching with boundless possibilities. Then one Friday night, after a seemingly ordinary evening with friends, she simply vanished. Her car remained, parked neatly outside her apartment. Only Emily was missing. Panic ripped through the quiet suburban town. Posters emblazoned with her bright, hopeful smile appeared on every lamppost, every shop window. Flyers damp with morning dew, plastered to telephone poles. Hours melted into days. Days bled into a terrifying week. Hope, once a flickering flame, now dwindled to a cold ember. A suffocating dread settled over the community. Her parents, shattered, clung to the faintest whisper of a lead. Her friends, hollow-eyed, replayed every conversation, desperate for a forgotten detail. Police scoured every inch of CCTV footage, interviewed dozens of witnesses, ran countless background checks. Every wooded path searched, every abandoned building, every inch of the winding riverbank. Just an empty space where Emily should have been. Then, a week and a half later, a solitary hiker. Early morning, a mist-shrouded trail, deep within the ancient woods miles from Emily's comfortable home. He rarely took this route. A glint of unnatural color. A flash of silver beneath a cluster of wild ferns. He paused, a sudden chill seizing him. His breath hitched. Her body, carefully concealed beneath a makeshift cover of branches and leaves. But not perfectly. The scene was an unspeakable horror. The violence evident in the disturbed earth, the scattered foliage, the silent tragedy. Investigators swarmed. Yellow tape snapped taut, a stark barrier against the encroaching dread. Every fallen leaf, every broken twig, potential evidence. And there it was, near her outstretched hand, almost camouflaged by the damp earth. Its cracked screen a spiderweb of despair, but intact enough. A silent witness. Could a shattered screen whisper secrets? Could a broken device truly speak for the dead? The question hung heavy in the cold, damp air. Forensics moved with solemn precision. The phone was carefully bagged. Its data a potential lifeline. But first they had a victim. Her name was Emily. She wasn't just a grim statistic. Her small apartment buzzed with creative energy. Canvases lined the walls, each stroke a piece of her vibrant soul. She painted sprawling landscapes, the intricate beauty of a butterfly wing. Sometimes she painted portraits of shelter animals, their eyes wide with hope. Animals she regularly visited, their gentle nuzzles a balm to her spirit. She loved the quiet hum of the library, the smell of old books, a warm mug of tea. Her laughter was easy. Her best friend, Sarah, remembered movie nights, piles of blankets, bad horror films, Emily's insightful comments. Her parents spoke of her thoughtful calls, her unwavering optimism. She made life brighter for everyone around her. Then came that Tuesday. A Tuesday like any other. Emily was supposed to meet Sarah for coffee. Their usual spot, a quirky little cafe downtown. Her coffee grew cold. She sent a text, straight to voicemail. A chill snaked down Sarah's spine. Never like Emily. The initial worry morphed into frantic concern. Her parents called. Her apartment locked and silent. A gaping void where laughter used to be. The police were notified. A missing persons report filed. Posters blossomed on lampposts. Emily's bright, smiling face staring out. A desperate plea for information. Social media buzzed with worried posts. Hashtags trending. Each day that passed, hope dwindled, replaced by a cold, heavy dread. The community united in a desperate search. Volunteers combed the woods, checked abandoned buildings. Each rustle of leaves, each distant siren a jolt to the heart. The one everyone feared. A remote clearing, near Willow Creek. Her family's world shattered. Now the shattered phone lay on the sterile table. Under harsh forensic lights, a team of experts worked in hushed tones. They handled the device with extreme care. Each cracked pixel, a potential piece of the puzzle. The exterior was a mess, but the internal seemed resilient. Data retrieval began. Every fragment examined. Every stored byte. The initial report was bleak. Minimal activity. No incoming messages after her last known contact. Social media feeds. Then one technician paused. A flicker of something deeper within the device's memory. Not an outgoing message. Not a received one. An unsent text message. The message itself was short, seemingly innocuous. A jumble of everyday observations. A trivial update. A commonplace interaction. But it was unsent. Emily was meticulous. She rarely left things unfinished, especially a message to her worried mother. The text read, "Hey Mom. Had a good day sketching. Saw a cool bird. Just thinking about the blue sky. The colors here are vivid. Heading home soon. Love you." Detectives initially glossed over it. An ordinary message, likely written just before her phone was damaged, or before she went missing. It offered no immediate leads, no obvious threats, no direct cries for help, just mundane words, a glimpse into a normal life, a life brutally interrupted. They focused on traditional investigative paths, eyewitness accounts, forensic evidence from the scene, the usual protocols. But one detective, Detective Miller, lingered. A seasoned investigator, known for his gut instincts. Something about that unsent text gnawed at him. The specific phrasing, the unnatural lack of urgency. He studied the words again. Cool bird, blue sky, colors here are vivid. He felt a prickle of unease. A whisper of something deeper. A feeling that this wasn't just a random fragment. That Emily, even in her last moments, might have been trying to speak. Miller couldn't shake it. He paced the lab. Sarah Tech sighed. Just a draft, Miller, when typed, Sarah, timestamp clear. Minutes before her phone's last signal, near the old mill. The asterisk words asterisk, Miller insisted. Colors here are vivid, a nature walk. Not a kidnapping, Sarah confirmed, no distress. No hidden layers. Just descriptive. Miller leaned close. Descriptive of what? Why these words, he pointed. Keyboard presses. Everything, Sarah complied. Wait, Miller whispered. His eyes narrowed. Look at colors, capitalization, Sarah peered. Lowercase except C in colors. Rushed, Miller shook his head. Not, he typed CV. Emily's background. Sarah, local art by Emily or her group. Bold colors. Sarah worked frantically. Found something. Emily painted murals for community vibrancy, custom paints. Each batch identifier, CV and a number. Miller's heart pounded. Now, Sarah located the database. The CV prefix. They traced batches near Emily's last known location. One stood out, CV 273. A unique blue Emily had mixed. Blue sky, Miller murmured. And cool bird, Sarah scanned. Local bird sanctuary. Same community project. Near Old Mill upstream. Less accessible. CV-273, paint on signage. Project leader volunteer. His name. Her voice trailed. Volunteered with Emily. His alibi. Working on a new bird sculpture near the sanctuary, using CV-273 paint. The pieces clicked. Cool bird, the sculpture. Blue sky, the unique paint. Colors here are vivid, the paint batch. *CV in *C Allers V *Ivid. Emily hadn't just described surroundings. She described her killer's connection *. Miller grabbed his jacket. Bird sanctuary, sirens wailed. Henderson was found. Paint splattered. He never expected her unsent words to be his undoing. Emily, in her final moments, painted justice. Her digital whisper spoke volumes. Henderson snarled, wrists bound. Paint streaked his face, still tacky. "You have nothing," he spat. Miller held the evidence. Davies clutched Emily's cracked phone. She had something. The interrogation room chilled. Henderson, a local artist, flinched. The painting clue. Davies unfurled a map. The Old Mill Pond is adjacent to the bird sanctuary. Henderson sketched there. Miller remembered his dismissal. Just an ordinary text, he was wrong. Davies revealed Emily's audacious act. Her phone, shattered, held the message. "Hey Mom, just saw a gorgeous blue jay at the Old Mill Pond *. Thinking of painting it. So peaceful here. Love him." The innocuous words screamed their true meaning. Blue jay, a recurring motif in Henderson's landscapes. The Old Mill Pond, his signature sketching spot. Painting it, his profession. The connection *. Miller revisited crime photos. Emily's body, fingers clutching the phone. A faint, iridescent blue pigment smudged her thumb. It was calculated. Metal glinted in Henderson's hand. She knew the mill pond path. He forced her down. Her thumb found the draft. "Hey Mom," she typed, trembling. He was distracted. At the Old Mill Pond his location. Thinking of painting it, his identity. Her eyes darted. A discarded canvas. A splatter of unique iridescent blue paint, his custom mix. She slammed her thumb into the wet paint. Then a final surge. She pressed her paint-stained thumb over the S in "So Peaceful." He ripped the phone, slammed it down. She knew he wouldn't send it. But if found, that metallic pigment, a faint smudge on the screen, would be visible. A physical signature. A fingerprint of his art. A double-coded message. Davies held up a UV photo. A faint glowing S. The metallic blue pigment. Emily hadn't just typed. She left a physical trace from the killer's art. This for sanctuary. The iridescent blue matched Henderson's unique blend. Davies' eyes met Miller's. No words needed. The lab report scrolled on the screen. Henderson's custom-blended iridescent cobalt blue. Signature pigment. His studio, his sanctuary, now his trap. The warrant signed within the hour. Henderson wasn't sketching. He wasn't painting. He was polishing a newly finished sanctuary canvas, the metallic blue glinting under the track lighting of his secluded gallery. The door splintered. Officers swarmed. He dropped his cloth. His face a mask of bewilderment, then dawning horror. Just a hollow stare at the chaotic beauty of his own undoing. Interrogation yielded little. Henderson, the artist, saw no crime, only inspiration. But Emily's last message, now fully deciphered, told a different story. Not just the S, the words themselves. That innocuous bit, it wasn't shorthand. It was a fragment, a desperate, coded plea Henderson never saw coming. "He's making asterisk art in his sanctuary asterisk," Miller read aloud, from the deleted draft Emily had composed moments before the killer returned. The bit was her frantic backspace. She heard him coming back. She knew she had seconds. Henderson had shown her his art, his obsession. He had touched her phone, his hands still sticky with the unique pigment from his latest sanctuary masterpiece. Emily bound, terrified but brilliant. As he monologued, displaying his finished work, his hands brushed her phone. A metallic blue smear. Then, with lightning speed, as Henderson turned to admire his own reflection in a polished canvas, Emily seized her chance. Her thumbs, already poised for escape, danced across the keyboard. She didn't type a full message. Her eyes scanned her phone. That metallic blue residue. A physical mark. She found this on the word sanctuary she'd typed, a flicker of an idea. Her thumb pressed down, scooping up the microscopic paint particles. A final, desperate move. She pressed her thumb onto the phone's back casing, a silent, glowing scream. Henderson returned, satisfied, to deliver the final blow. He never saw the fleeting movement, never suspected the silent rebellion. He took her life, but Emily, in her final act, snatched his freedom. The full unsent message, recovered bite by bite. He's making art in his sanctuary. I have to. The rest, lost to his final, brutal interruption. But the S left behind, a testament to her courage, to her spirit. It glowed under the UV light, a beacon in the darkness. His first step towards a cage. Justice, delivered not by voice but by a luminous, silent S that echoed her desperate genius. Emily spoke from the grave. Her final text, a silent scream that tore through the facade of his artistic sanctuary, bringing his reign of terror crashing down. A chilling whisper from beyond, catching a killer. A chilling whisper from beyond, catching a killer. The courtroom crackled. Justice, stark and cold, descended. The monster, stripped bare, stood exposed. Emily's final, desperate act ripped through his lies. Her message shattered his reign. But the story didn't end there. It ignited a new conversation. Her unsent text, a mosaic of random words. More than a clue. A masterpiece of defiance. A chilling testament to the human spirit. Confronted by terror, Emily fought. Not with brute force. Her digital footprint. She chose communication. She gambled on a detective's sharp eye. On a hidden message's power. She believed her voice could resonate, even after death. This was more than a solved case. A profound revelation. It forced us to re-examine the ordinary. How often do we draft messages? Leave them dormant. How many digital whispers populate our devices, unseen? Emily taught us. Fleeting thoughts. Half-formed sentences. They carry monumental weight. Beacons in the darkest night. Between oblivion. Her bravery, her ingenuity were awe-inspiring. They challenge us. Demand attention. Not just to grand narratives. To subtle undercurrents. To the information fragments we leave behind. To unexpressed words that might, one day, speak volumes. What does Emily's story reveal about us? Our reliance on technology. Our capacity for resilience against evil. Her silent scream caught a killer. What other unspoken truths lie in our digital lives? Could your unsent text, a forgotten draft, hold a pivotal secret? What lessons do you draw from Emily's final, remarkable act? Share your thoughts below.